everyone. Today we're going to be looking at some resources that I found invaluable as a newcomer to the world of 911s. We're going to be checking out some books, we're going to be looking at a couple of forums, and also going to some YouTube channels of a couple of guys that I like to follow that I think you really should be checking out too. So let's take a look. Alright, so there are two books that, in my opinion, every 911 owner should have on the shelves in their garage. The first one you should purchase before you get the car. This is the Bentley service manual. They do a range of different manuals depending on which car, which year you have. Mine, of course, I have the 911 SC. This lists every single component. It has wiring diagrams, and what I have found most useful is it has torque specs for every single nut and bolt that holds this car together. Without that, nothing you do on this car is safe. So buy this book. The next one that everybody should have is 101 Projects for Your 911. Now, as a newcomer to this world, what I have found that I depend on this book for is that from the very first chapter, it gives you a list of all the tools that you're going to need for your car. The next section is about how to jack your car safely. If you plan on working underneath your car and you don't know how to jack it properly, you're going to be in a world of trouble. It goes through changing the engine oil, fan belt replacement, replacing the air filter. Now, these are all the reasons why I'm doing these videos. When I've been going through the forums, when I've been talking to people online, despite everybody being so generous with their time and their knowledge, I still don't know how to do these basic projects. So books like these are absolutely invaluable to guys like me and you. So these are the two books that I would recommend that you go out and buy straight away before even getting your car. Alright guys, there are two forums that you need to sign up to straight away if you're not already a member. The first is Pelican Parts, the second is Renlist. Both of them provide fantastic community of other members, other 911 owners who are so generous with their time and their knowledge for newcomers like myself. I've been finding that I could post or ask the most basic questions in these forums, and sure, I've been cut down a few times by a couple of guys who, rather than answering my question, wanted to invest their time in sort of telling me how dumb I was in asking it. But sift through them, rely on the other 20 people that are generous enough to point you in the right direction, tell you which books to buy, tell you which part to go for. Get on these forums straight away. Pelican Parts is a supplier. You're inevitably going to end up using them to purchase parts or components for some of the projects that you'll be undertaking if you choose to do so yourself. I like to support them. I like to purchase my parts from them because they provide such a great forum. You'll find your own way around that, but definitely get onto Pelican Parts and Renlist as quickly as you can. Okay, so finally I'd like to talk about three of the guys that I like to follow as I've been embarking on this journey. You can't step too far into the 911 world without coming across the name Magnus Walker. Magnus has probably single-handedly done more for the 911 community in recent years than any other builder out there. Check out his TED Talk where he talks all about his car collection that is incredible, changes every day. He details all of his builds, he discusses all of his own personal touches that have started to influence the community that we're all in now. And you should definitely check out his film Urban Outlaw. It was shot by a director from Toronto, another Porsche head, Tamir Moscovici, and they produced an incredibly inspirational film about Magnus's life, his motivations, and his 911s. Next up is Benny Obscene. Benny is a dude who is a home builder. He's been restoring or hot rodding his 911 for the last few years. He's got a detailed breakdown of everything from vinyl wrapping to other modifications that you and I probably dream about doing someday. You've got to check this dude out. His vlog is fantastic. Again, I'll include links to all of these guys below. And finally, Home Built by Jeff. Jeff's this crazy dude down in Australia. He takes you through buying a 911, stripping it down to bare bones, and rebuilding it, backdating it, and doing all of the projects that we probably dream of doing but couldn't ever think of where to start. So these three guys you've got to check out. Subscribe to their channel, support them where you can. They're brilliantly inspirational to me, and I hope that you enjoy their feeds as well.